downloaded some journal prompts and you're all enthusiastic, you've got the prompts, you write the first prompt and then you're like, where do I go from here? That's something I hear quite a lot actually. Now, journal prompts can be incredibly useful to help you not have to start with a blank page when you're journaling, which I know a lot of people find very, very tricky. It helps you write about a certain subject or theme. It can really help you organize and order your thoughts. Journal prompts can make it easy to kind of start journaling. Like if you're not quite sure what you want to get out, having a prompt can help you find that direction, start the first thing, and then everything else starts to flow. It's like if you want to talk about something that's upsetting you and you're not quite sure how to start, and then you say the first thing and then everything just comes out. Well, journal prompts kind of work in a similar kind of way, in that they help you get started, so get into the flow of just then letting things come out. Also, when your brain is feeling really cluttered, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, you've kind of almost got too many thoughts in your brain. Is that just me, or do you feel that way too sometimes? So you're feeling quite overwhelmed, a lot of brain chatter. Using journal prompts can help you focus in on a specific thing or a specific theme, and then it kind of relaxes your brain and then it allows you to get more thoughts out. So journal prompts can be incredibly useful. But this video is about how to actually go about using them. So you've got your journal prompt, what next? So the first thing to do with the journal prompt is to go easy on yourself. Don't try and launch in with the big deep feelings straight away. So whatever the journal prompt is, just start with whatever comes into your mind. Literally just the first thing that pops in your mind when you read the journal prompt, write that down, because that's kind of like your starting point. And once you've got that written down, everything else will start to flow a little bit. And the next part of the process really is to get really, really curious. And I think curiosity is one of the most important factors of journaling. You've got to get curious with yourself. If you're on a self-discovery journey, if you want to get more in tune with your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, if you want to heal from things that have gone in the past, if you want to work through situations and understand things on a deeper level, you've got to tap into curiosity. And just as a side note, tapping into curiosity often means leaving your ego at the door, because if we journal from a place of ego, it can lead us in the wrong direction, because we almost get defensive with ourselves and want to make ourselves seem better, more successful, more in control. And there's no point journaling from ego, because you're not actually going to really get to the truth and the heart of how you're feeling, why you're feeling that way, and what you can do to be moving forward. So when you're journaling, drop the ego, drop the frustration, drop the desire to be a certain way, and get curious with yourself. Your best friends when you're journaling are the W's. So asking yourself those W questions. Why? Oh, that's the most powerful. Why am I feeling this way? Why did that come up? Why is this happening? Why is this happening now? The next W is when. So when has this happened in the past? When have I felt this way before? When have I overcome this in the past? When does this normally arise for me? So that's the next W. And then we've got what. What is the emotion? What is the experience? Like really, like you've got to kind of be like a private investigator, like digging into it. What is this? What does it mean? What is it for? Like, what is the purpose of this? What is this emotion? So really digging into asking yourself that what question. The next W is who. Who has been involved in the situation to make you feel this way? Who are you when you are in this situation? I know a lot of us get triggered by things, and it kind of makes us behave in a way that we don't necessarily feel is in alignment with who we really are, or who we actually want to be, or who we're becoming. So who are you when you're in this situation? Who are you when you're being triggered by this? Who else is involved? answer the who question. And then the where question. Where in my body do I feel this emotion? Where am I in my life right now that's relevant to what's going on? Where am I going? Where have I been? Like, in terms of like anyone who's involved in it, where are they coming from? Where do they think I am? Where do they think I'm going? You know, so asking these W questions will really, really help you probe deeper once you've got that starting point of just writing down the first thing that comes to mind. And another prompt, it's not a W, it's an H, is the how. So once you've kind of started asking those W questions, why is this happening? Who am I when this happens? When does this normally happen? What am I experiencing right now? Then you can ask yourself how. How did this situation come about? How can I change where I am right now to change the situation? How can I change the way I respond or react or feel or think in the future to change things? How am I being the best version of myself right now? How can I be the best version of myself? So when you've got a writing prompt, the first thing to do is to write down the first thing that comes to mind and then become your own best private investigator and ask yourself the W's and the how. So I'm going to give you a couple of journal prompts, and they're specific journal prompts for manifesting. They do come from my manifestation journal, which I will leave linked below, specifically for manifesting what you desire and also getting really, really clear on what you do and don't want. So let's have a little play. So write down this first manifesting journal prompt. I struggle with my goals when ... The first thing that comes to mind when you read that journal prompt. So for me, I struggle with my goals when I'm not really clear what it is I actually want. That's when I really struggle with my goals. So then I'm like, okay, well, that's interesting. So when am I not really clear what I want? Why am I not really clear about what I want? Why do I feel conflicted about what I want? What is the circumstance around what I think I should want and what I actually want? Who am I? Who is the person who wants that thing, and who is the person who wants that thing, and who am I? How do I express myself in terms of making it clear what I want? You know, so it's like really, really digging into your initial response and interrogating it. Why? So here's the second journal prompt for you. I believe in myself because I ... First thing that comes to mind for me is I believe in myself because I know I have the knowledge and I'm capable. Okay, so why is that important for me to have the knowledge and feel capable? What does that mean? How can I go a bit deeper with that? Would I still believe in myself if I didn't have that knowledge? Would I still believe in myself if I was doing something new? So that's interesting. So you can see how things come up. So if I believe in myself because I've got this knowledge to lean on and I feel capable with that knowledge, what happens when I'm faced with a brand new situation? How do I believe in myself then? How do I feel then? What am I using to lean on and to back myself up then? I believe in myself because I know that I can face any situation and learn and be open and make the most of it. Okay, so when is a situation where I've had to face a new situation and believe in myself? When is a situation where I've faced a situation and not believed in myself? What was the outcome? How did I feel? So you can see how just by starting with a simple prompt, writing down the first thing that comes to mind and asking yourself those W questions and the how question can really help you explore deeper and deeper and deeper into the prompt. I did mention ego a little bit earlier, and I don't know if you've read this book by Ryan Holliday, Ego is the Enemy, but I've just pulled this off the shelf and that was right behind it because I'm reading it right now and it is so good. I will link it down below. If you feel in any way that your ego is triggered and causing you to act in a certain way, get that book, it's so good. But I was just going to show from within my journal, just to give an example. So when you've got a journal prompt, you normally have like a long, you know, page of lines And obviously the intention is that you use the journal prompt and really explore and expand and get curious and ask all those questions in order to really feel through and tune into how you really feel and what's really going on. And the good thing again with journal prompts is it actually keeps you really focused, so you don't kind of necessarily have to go off on loads of tangents. You don't have to feel like you have to get everything out in one sitting. You can just be really focused, just go through the journal prompt, asking those W and how questions, and then when you've come to the end of the page, you can know that you've achieved something and you can close your journal and walk away. So I'm just going to give you one more manifestation journal prompt. These prompts are from this manifestation journal. I will link it down below. If I feel I'm losing faith in my abilities, I will ... If I feel like I'm losing faith in my abilities, I will remind myself of what I have achieved in the past. What does this mean to me, these achievements? Why was I able to achieve these things? What impact did it have on other people? How does it make me feel that I've had that impact? How is this part of my mission and my vision and my values? So if I lose my faith in my abilities going forward, I've got this knowledge of the stuff I've written down to lean back on, so that I'm not doubting myself and spending ages and ages going around in a loop and having to come up with it. So I hope this video has kind of helped you understand how to use journal prompts in a way that helps you really explore how you're feeling, how everything is kind of interlinked, how to heal from situations, how to move on, how to approach things a little bit differently in the future. Like I say, stay curious, write down the first thing that comes to mind, don't overanalyze it, don't be too hard on yourself, just write the first thing that comes to mind and then ask yourself those questions. That is the best way to use journal prompts to really explore a topic or a theme. I hope you found that useful. I've got some beautiful resources for you, so I'll link those down below. I've got some other videos on journaling, so I'll link those too. Let me know in the comments what you found useful about this. Are you going to use journal prompts? Have you used them in the past? What's been your experience? If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a little thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.